You want to say your starter or your third pick?
Yeah, I went with Reggie Williams. Completely different time period. Not even the same position. I had no idea what your pick was going into this. He coming in was first team All Pac-10 in 2002 and 2003. He was a consensus first team All American in 2002. He's first all time in receptions and receiving yards for UW, and he's fourth all time for receiving touchdowns for UW. Reggie Williams also went on to have like an insane, or not insane, I'd say he went above average for his NFL career, which was really good. Do you want to tell us really quick? I know we're not judging based off of their NFL careers. Would you mind just bringing up possibly what Sixkiller's post college football kind of career is looking like?
Quite frankly, in NFL, except he starred he was in The Longest Yard, the movie. But we're looking at Husky college football.
Sure, yeah. Sorry, so, yeah, it's just college. One guy has it, one guy had nothing after.
Well, if we were bringing in NFL and following the career, then I probably wouldn't have picked Sonny Sixkiller. But looking at his stats in college, he left UW football with 15 of the passing records. He basically wrote the record books, and actually his yards per completion record still stands to this day in UW.
Okay, what about his other records?
Well, his other records lasted 20, some of them 20 years. Like his career passing record lasted 23 years at 5,400 yards in his career.
I'd like to also point out that was the year of the quarterback for many. Like I think it was Stanford's quarterback like set the all-time like CFB or whatever.
Jim Plunkett.
Yeah, set the record for all college football for, I think it was passing yards or something, outshining Sixkiller at UW.
Well, Sixkiller, when he played Jim Plunkett, actually had a better game. He actually outsigned the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, what? Okay, that was one game. I'd like to point out, though, that like he's dropped to 10th all-time for completions, 8th all-time for yards, and 5th all-time for thrown touchdowns.
Well, you also have to look at it the era. Look at it now.
Jacob, start of the passing quarterback era.
Yeah, the start. But now you've got Jacob Eason and Jake Browning over here. Just these guys slinging it.
Why weren't they your third best then? If they were better than Sixkiller?
Well, they were better for like the era. Like the eras made them throw more. Like they weren't better relative. Each other.
Browning and Eason would have single-handedly just thrown down on Sixkiller. And
I don't know about that. You can't make that statement. That's kind of.
Oh my gosh! Yes, absolutely. They would have gotten destroyed.
On what basis? Just because they're now
more accurate, better passing quarterbacks. Like cornerbacks and safeties have changed recently as well, and I think Sixkiller is outshined by other quarterbacks who could have been ranked third on your podium with that logic.
Well, I could have picked other quarterbacks, but I liked Sixkiller, and it's not just the stats. He didn't always have the best stats. But what he did for Husky football, kind of bringing in that passing era. Like his coach, Jim Owens, he was a runner. Looking at their stats for 1957 to 1970, they only had two seasons where they averaged over 100 passing yards. Sonny, or 100 passing yards a game. Sonny would do that every game. He threw for 387 yards one game, and then 320 the next game. He was the first quarterback in UW history to do that, and that didn't happen again until 1999, I believe, with Marcus Tuiasosopo did it.
I'm just saying you have to put like Easton or Browning in the